Alright. Bring on the PG-13 mediocre sequel with carnage. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Welcome to my Sunday box office report. That's right. If you're new to my box office video, I basically give the top 5 domestic earners, but you know, got to talk about the international numbers because those are pretty damn important nowadays. Yeah, I had to make that jab in the little beginning. I'll talk more about that as we get to the top of the list here and everything. But anyways, yeah. So that's my box office video show. I'm just gonna stop talking, and here we go, guys. Coming to number 5, Smallfoot. In its third week, made $9.3 million over the weekend, bringing that grand total to $57.6 million. What's the international? Total, it's made $110.2. No budget listed here, so who knows how much it costs. I mean, it had a pretty star-studded cast. Didn't really hit like it should, I thought. I thought that movie would, because it seemed like a really cool concept, but whatever. Coming to number 4, on one of the newbies over the weekend, a sequel that just kind of like came, and now I'm like wondering if it's even going to go anywhere. Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. Now, I like the first Goosebumps. I was actually pleasantly surprised by the first Goosebumps. I used to read those books like crazy, so of course there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there, but it was enjoyable. It was an enjoyable little family flick, and it made $16.2 million in its opening weekend. Another 3.7, so $19.9 million. $35 million budget. I heard that it does set up for a sequel, but I don't know if that's going to exactly happen, but I guess we'll see. Coming to number 3, a movie that I wanted to catch over the weekend, but I was just too busy, didn't have time. First Man, and it only made $16.5 million over the weekend. I think they were banking on this one being something big, but for some reason, it didn't. I wonder if it had anything to do with that whole controversy about how they weren't going to show Neil Armstrong put the flag into the moon because they wanted it not. There was like a whole big stink, and of course politically the right and the left were just going, you know, going crazy on each other, and they're both just stupid. But yeah, it didn't really catch an audience, and it sucks because odds are this is going to get some awards attention. But yeah, maybe after that it'll spike the what it's made here. $16.5 million here, and then another 8.6, so $25.1 million. $59 million budget. So yeah, that's not too good. I wonder what the hell. It's just weird. It's just really weird. Coming to number 2 in its second week, A Star is Born. I still have to post my review. I watched it last weekend, and I haven't posted a review. It made $28 million this weekend, bringing that total to $94.2 million and $41 million, so $135.4 million. Yeah, it's definitely a big success. This movie's going to get a ton of Oscar attention or awards attention. $36 million budget, so yeah, it's definitely a big success. And of course, coming to number 1, and I've never been so proud of a movie that I just did not like. Venom. It made $35.7 million over the weekend, bringing that domestic grand total to $142.8 and foreign $235. Okay, so now we got $378.1 million worldwide. So yes, that it's basically stamped it right there that it's definitely going to get a sequel, but I just don't think Sony is going to do anything to you know, push it. I already know that Avi Arad, or whatever the heck his name is, said that the sequel doesn't need a PG-13 rating, but I think somebody also said that, well, it depends on the script. But I mean, if they're making this much money with what they gave us, and I mean, I'm sorry, it's just and even the good reviews say this, so that's what's so funny. I've said this before, it's weird how the good and the bad reviews are basically have the same complaints, and they praise the same shit in the movies. It's very strange. You know, the good and bad reviews are like, oh yeah, the plot is like a mess, the editing was a mess, there was a lot of things that were just like, it was cluttered and this, that, and this, but everybody loved the Eddie and Venom dynamic, so hopefully they do inject more of that in the sequel, and maybe we'll get an R-rated extended cut on Blu-ray where we see more of the Eddie and Venom dynamic, because my God, there was a bunch that was cut out. I talked to people who actually worked on the movie, and they said, yeah, a shit ton was cut out. And that's where I just like, I think people are so consumed by the fact that this Marvel movie that's not an MCU movie that they're just praising it. Yes, oh my god, it's a success for Sony. But I'm like, Sony dicked with it. Sony fucking dicked with it, okay? They gave us a movie that is not, it was mediocre. And you guys admit it too, but you're still praising the shit out of it. Fluffing it up. It reminds me of Justice League. We did the same thing, even I did it. I fluffed up Justice League after it came out, and then all of a sudden the buzz wore off, and we kind of went, wow, this movie blows. I don't know if that's going to happen exactly here because, I mean, obviously this movie's better than Justice League, but, yeah, it's just, I keep seeing that today, like in your face bloggers and critics, and I'm just going, okay, you're talking about what, the 4 or 5 bloggers that were making us think about all this? And most of the critics don't give a shit about our, you know, the back and forth between DC, and they don't really give a shit. You know, it's just, I mean, I guess that's because I'm on the side of, like, this movie's not that good, even though, I don't know, it's just, it's funny. I just really was hoping, I really want, like, a sequel that's just going to be something a little fresh, different, you know, you got a villain that's going to be in it that's just flat out, I mean, his name is goddamn Carnage. So, can we get something, and you got Woody Harrelson playing him, Woody Harrelson, Tom Hardy, I just don't want something like we got. I don't want that. I mean, to me, they were trying to make an MCU movie, but nobody is commenting on that because they're too busy going, oh, it was a success, and in-your-face bloggers. You know, it's just, I'm going, well, okay, they watered it down. They watered this shit down, you know, already, and you guys don't even, I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's just, hopefully they give us something, you know, I'll try to be optimistic, but I'm a little worried because if they're going to look at this being like, okay, yeah, we're definitely not going to do an R-rated, or we're not going to do anything more than what we did here, so, you know, it paid off for them, which is what sucks. And, you know, depending on what movie you're talking about, the box office numbers doesn't, you know, doesn't tell us the quality of the movie. You know, a lot of people are leaving that out. Of course, they say that about other movies, but they're leaving that out about this. That's just something that I'm just seeing, you know, the hypocrisy out there. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com. I know I haven't updated filmjunkie.com in a while. I'm going to start doing that. You know, I'm trying to, like, focus and be a lot better with all this stuff, so I'll start updating my webpage. I apologize that I haven't done it in, like, a few weeks, it seems, so I'll do that. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later.